What advice would I give to other players and coaches that are just starting out? If I was giving advice to some player that was just starting out, trust your journey. I had about 2 episodes back when I did an interview with 2 guys from the other team, and we was in the playoffs, and I had a conversation with one of the players. It was his first year, and he played in like 2 or 3 places, and he was just so ready to get to where he believed that he's supposed to be at as far as money wise and that type of situation. And I just told him, you know what, trust your journey, bro. Put your work in and trust your journey. I know you feel and you see people around you and you want to get to where you want to get to so fast, but that's not how this game works. It takes time. Anything that's worth it's going to take some time. If you're really truly committed to this game, if you're really truly committed to this career, it's going to take time. Yes, there's some guys that, hey, they get their big break early. Some guys it gets late. Some guys it don't even happen the way that you want it to. Because I really truly believe it's because we're not prepared the right way to fully maximize this life. And that's truly one of the things that I am working so hard to do, is to understand the route in the situations and the things that you need to do to fully maximize this career. You know, fully maximize the time that you're given and how to utilize that to become not only a better person, to become a better player, to enhance your career, to get the most money that you can possibly get, to get the best experience you can get from traveling these countries, traveling these different places. How do you maximize that? You know, and that's why I always say, I told them, you know, just trust your journey. To anybody that's first starting out, trust your process. It's so easy to just say, and we hear it so much that it get watered down, but it's true. You really have to trust the process of what you're doing and what you're building. You have to understand that you're building something, and it takes brick by brick. Now, I ain't never watched that, what is it, Snowfall, when he was like brick by brick. I ain't never watched it, but it does paint a clear picture of what exactly it means. You do have to build this career brick by brick, you know, and there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be starting over, it's a lot to it, but just trust it. Anything you truly believe in, you have to trust it. You have to believe that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I truly believe in. How can I maximize it? And you know what? I'm going to put the work in so I can achieve everything I want out of this life, out of this grind. It is worth it. I do love it. And I'm going to just trust the work that I put into this. Because in this life, you like I said, this season I was by myself for so long, and I went through so many different changes, and that takes a lot out of you as a person. So you have to ask yourself that, like, what do I do? Do I really want to keep going through this emotional roller coaster all the time? I'm away from family, I'm having a good moment, then it's a bad moment. It's like such a roller coaster. But if you really, really want it, if you really desire to make the most out of it, you have to trust it. You have to trust in what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's all relying on you and what you do and what you get out of it. How do you extract the most out of it for yourself? How do you focus in and lock in on extracting the most out of this life as you possibly can? Because you are the author and finisher of your story. You are author and finisher of your story and how you want it to go. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.